asking for approval to go ahead and award that proposal so they can proceed with the design.
Make a motion to approve the proposal to AIM Engineering.
Alicia, seconded by Sean, to award proposal of design service for Scott Municipal Roading to AIM Engineering. Any questions?
Is that the only engineers we use for that?
We put it out for proposal and
Any further questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
actually we had it out there 3 times. And this time, the last one I got one.
One reflect.
Item number 6.
There's not a lot of money into it, so it's
Item number,
Little discontinued with the one street as far as I think. Anyway.
yes, we do. There, the 1 Street 5th and 8th is it partially done, so they will, you know,
So it'll go from faith.
7th, yeah. But the whole project we submitted, we requested between 5th and 8th, but like I said, it's a personal request. They're only going to reimburse us the portion we actually do.
discussion. Item number 6, discuss and or approve resolution requesting federal action for expansion on water treatment plant. Resolution number 2025-05.
Okay. The Connie had submitted this based on by the way, the state legislature went based on a lot of speculation that there was not going to be a lot of funding coming out of the state legislature this year. Connie, Congressman Franklin has suggested federal appropriation. So Connie was started the process of doing an application for federal appropriation for expansion of the water treatment. She's working on that package now. It's due by March 11th, but one of the things that is resolution that support to move forward with that federal request.
To approve the,
Great.
I'm sorry, Brad, to approve reading of resolution 2025-05. Any questions? Seeing none, all in favor? Number 7, city manager.
The citywide GIS several of those programs that were suspended, so it has been suspended, but in addition, the state has not, state of Florida has not put out any of its maps for the Broadband Challenge program. It has been kind of not sure what's happening with it now. They're now that they're in session, you know, I'm not sure they you can make a challenge into that program saying they do not have the capability of meeting broadband, which is basically 100 meg. Required to have a local meeting, county local the county here, including for Haven. They submitted that application. We did not, obviously we didn't have any role on that. They submitted it on their own day. They said they just started to develop surveying type thing, and they hope to, go into the permitting process, and they expect it to be finished by the fourth quarter of this year. That's all they indicated. Along with that, the council approved previously, we had contacted Connexon about doing constructing a fiber optic network, basically become a city utility. Once that network was constructed, we lease it back to Connexon to operate. I think, remember they came in originally a design for a totally underground system, and we said no. The aerial system on our poles, they did come back. Put the proposal for doing that, doing an aerial 10% underground.
Need to.
Can I see, but I mean, obviously we'd have to have the funding for it.
We had the funding, but I mean, what they say.
So there's a couple, there are a few different options in their package that they handle the funding. But like I said, so any ideas on a workshop committee on,
If you want to get with, see what,
they won't be at this workshop. They've given us the
okay, so you have all the information, we
give us
just,
the
sit down.
tools, and we can be looking at it as numbers,
okay,
what kind of it will be generating revenue, but it's going to be another
Mhm.
utility.
right. You want to do it, before the next meeting?
Yeah.
Workshop? Unless we have Cather,
We got a CCPWA. We can do it after CCPWA meeting.
That's still a while.
That's longer than the next
But
meeting.
that guys, it's not something we got to do right away
No,
anyway. So I mean,
whichever y'all prefer,
I'd prefer just when we leave the CCPWA, just go right on into that.
that's fine.
So that would be March 24th.
Okay.
And you're doing it as a workshop,
Pardon?
as a workshop.
As a workshop. And I think that's if I have others, you said I had.
Okay. Anybody have anything for Larry? Okay, Steve?
On the guide, came up during the sewer meeting, but the county was looking for a feasibility study
Look for design
for design for Washington Park.
sewer.
Right. So they had Perhaps CAPFA would loan the money. But if we need to discuss that, we probably should then do a CAPFA meeting before the next meeting for a few minutes to discuss. It is an appropriate use of CAPFA money.
It is a
and-
proper use?
Yes.
Oh,
Well, it's a loan plus its purposes with regards to potential sewer for Washington Park. So there's no issue as far as I did research, and you and I talked about it a little bit. I did research it through the original ordinance, so it is proper use. Well, it needs to come through CAPFA as opposed to the city council. So maybe for a few minutes before, at the next meeting, we can, I don't know if there'll be other issues coming up for CAPFA between now and then. Obviously, if there is, we can maybe expand the time, but it should only take 5 minutes at the most.
It ain't gonna take long.
designing too, because it was unclear.
Yeah, there's no sense in really discussing it a lot tonight until we get into to the Captain meet, because it's a Captain issue, not a,
Yeah, I don't know for a number.
yeah.
75,000 is what was in my head. Yeah. So maybe a 50 and
Yep.
uh, 18th. There's any issues that we need to also address through CAPFA, I'll coordinate with Ashley and we might bump it down a little bit.
You gonna do that? Yeah.
That's all I have.
Okay, anybody, anything for Steve? Madam Clerk?
I don't have anything.
Brad still sick?
Yeah.
Okay. Bills in the amount of $39,209.
Motion to approve.
Motion, Alicia,
Mark's got a question.
I understand that.
Need a second.
Second.
Second by Brad. Yes, Mark, what's your question?
This fire hydrant, we're gonna get reimbursed for. How soon as that comes?
I don't know. I sent a bill to him
When?
the day it happened. As soon as we got a quote on it.
I think it just came in.
Yeah, the high just came.
Hydrants. You get them paying for it?
He reported it and said he ran into it, responsibility for it, so bill to him.
Yeah.
If not, I guess whenever we'll do an insurance claim or something
Sure.
to go towards him.
What's last of that?
3120.
We haven't looked.
I
If he
can't
reported
remember.
it, I'm sure he's
I'm
gonna.
gonna say though, an option would be if he didn't, we can make a claim through his insurance and not have the deductible to deal with, but if the person pays.
They just learn that old.
Yeah,
Anything else?
Aye.
All opposed?
okay.
Item number 9, citizen comments, general concerns. Speakers are limited to 3 minutes.
Hello, I'm Kate Adams, a volunteer with Florida Trail Association. I took the liberty of passing out a memo addressed to you, and I want to apologize again for spraying this on you in the public comment time instead of asking to be added to the agenda. We have an unexpected opportunity to host a hike on a section of the trail Saturday, the 15th. And this has always been a tradition of the Lake Okeechobee Trail does not offer parking on both ends. It's very difficult to get people to come out either on a bicycle or on foot. And especially so for this section because it's longer than 5 miles. 5 miles seems to be the sweet spot for most of our hosted hikes. All of our hikes and cycling events are open to the public and they're free. And you don't have to be an FTA member. And we see people coming from all over the region. Usually we have anywhere from 10 or 20 people. And driving here, whether in county or other areas, tend to carpool. So it's usually not that many cars either. So I know the public comment period is usually what, 3 minutes,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
what I would propose, if you're willing, is that if you haven't had time to read that memo, do you want me to just fill it all, or have you had time that you know what I'm after?
I've looked at it. I've read it. Yes, ma'am.
So this is a one-time thing that we're asking. We have worked with parking areas, but in this case, we just recently discovered that this lot exists. We didn't actually realize that the city of Moorhaven owned this lot. If I had known it, I would have been here a lot sooner. I thought it was part of DOT, but DOT has the neighboring parcel on the corner, and your parcel is the one that is closer to the yacht club community. And so from our perspective, it'd be for people to drive into that gravel drive, their cars in there. They wouldn't be blocking access to anyone else for the golf carts that frequent that area to walk their dogs and whatever. And as you can see, we have a liability waiver that we have utilized in addition to the FTA required waiver. And the second paragraph or the third paragraph on where it's rough, I literally just edited this like 10 minutes before driving here. Sorry. And there is a tire we omitted to allow, and we were just kind of winging it, anticipating and speculating on what you might want. We obviously would want you to tell us what you want this waiver to say, should you be willing to give us consent to do this. As you can see, we always require a photo ID of the people and their address and their cell phone number. When it comes to liability risk from the problem is the person that's on the hike with you. It's a friend or a family member or their spouse who might get some bizarro idea about a lawsuit if somebody gets hurt. So we take this very, very seriously, and we don't do any activities unless somebody signs the waiver. If they show up to a hike and they're unwilling to sign our FTA, really can't go. Only one time I had somebody try to follow us, and I finally talked them into just sign the thing. Okay, you're not going to sue us, right? That they didn't. So I welcome any questions you might have and feedback about whether you think this is just really inconceivable or you might be willing to do it, whether we can forward with the 15th or some other day. We do want to continue hosting hikes on these sections. We like having people in Moorhaven. They love going to Moorhaven afterwards. That's a big deal, especially Joey ETA. And so we're very eager to try to fulfill our obligation under the Gateway Community Program and get people here and make it easier for them to do that.
It's daytime.
Only day use, not overnight, correct, and only daylight hours. In fact, I think we said sunrise.
Yeah,
and sunset.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. We have had successful responses. In fact, I'm hosting on this very weekend on the 15th, Lake Trail, but not here. We're only going to Alvin Ward Park. But last year we did a cycle around the entire lake. And people really loved Moorhaven. We wished we had more time to spend in Moorhaven, and we're working on another cycle around the entire lake where we do camp on the lake in tents. For those of you who may not realize it, tent camping is free around the entire perimeter of the Lake Okeechobee Trail for anyone, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, free tent camping, as long as they don't block a water structure off your county park. But there's plenty of places for people to camp, and it works out beautifully for both cyclists and hikers.
I'm okay with it.
Just-
You got questions?
would this waiver cover us?
As much as any waiver would cover anything.
Bingo. It depends. Anybody can file a frivolous lawsuit. You do what you can.
Very true.
And we owe,
Dollars, it's tourism dollars.
and actually, one more little tidbit. The Florida Trail Association program for group activities requires that we are all trained. I'm a certified activity leader. We have 5 in our chapter. We worked very hard to get them trained. It requires a lot of things, including CPR. We carry a first aid kit. We give every hiker a pretty big speech about safety and staying together. And, you know, we pretty much treat them like children in our speeches and encourage them not to be rogue. They can't leave the trail without us. They can't just do whatever they follow the rules.
I don't see any harm in it.
So, I'm good with it. Y'all need a motion or
I'll make a motion.
motion by Sean seconded by Brad to approve, Florida Trails to use lot 17. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you so much. I wish
Yes, ma'am.
every governing body was as easy and friendly as you guys.
Hey, you got your thing. Go on, man.
Well, that's very
Thank you
true.
very much. I'm back to the
I-
trail.
I can attest to that.
All right, let's go.
Yes, ma'am. Anybody else?
I got something.
All right, Jay.
I'm gonna follow that up really quick, right?
All right.
Take that map real quick. You just said the city of Moorhaven has lot 7. You see that whole stretch, lot 31, lot 9, lot 2. Those lots that are not owned by the city, one of them next to the city is owned by DOT, and the other 2 are owned by the county.
Mm-hmm.
They're never gonna, she's brought this map up here. This is something that was working before. I don't know what it would hurt to request the county to deed us those 2 pieces of property right there. We mow it and
Which
maintain.
ones are they?
I believe it's number 9 and 31, Mr. Ramoni. And DOT owns the first one right on the edge of the road, which is number 2. And DOT, their properties, they store culverts like they do down here. That they, I believe that 30 some acres, like water management does. You know what I'm speaking of, Clay on the river.
Mhm.
But the city of Moorhaven property, and this would be a good opportunity to approach the county. I know a lot of Mr. Decker, as long as y'all think here, probably didn't even know that we always gives the best presentations. We can all agree upon that. But I just wanted to pinpoint that right there. It might be a good time while you're looking at the map. City of Moorhaven that's a way to increase the tax base.
Thank you, Jake. I would like to get them 2, but I guarantee you that number 2.
DOT might be a
Yeah,
project,
that's gonna
but
be-
if you get the other 2 and
Yeah.
form a plan together, DOT, and they're gonna put townhomes right there of some kind, something, you know, other than vacant land.
Mhm.
We probably should approach Mr.
Probably, yeah. I mean, we're like Jake said, we're mowing it.
We're maintaining. DOT, and they've given us nothing.
Jake, anyone else? Yes, sir.
Yes, good afternoon, it's Gary Blake. What I was requesting from the council, we have been having discussions about having a general trash pickup once a month out at Washington Park for like the next quarter. And what I was requesting is, you have the equipment and the people. And I was trying to work with the county about the tipping fees and stuff like that. But what I was requesting is see if you would be agreeable to us, utilizing your truck with the gripper and personnel. You could tell us what the price is. I'm negotiating, trying to get that all together. The idea would be that, once a month for the next quarter, we try to get a lot of that stuff up out of Washington Park. And my guess is the first month, maybe the second month will be heavy. And the third one, probably not. We need to do going forward. But as I've been kind of talking with Brad, just trying to get an idea of cost, et cetera. And before I film
Who does the
before
garbage
the
there
board,
now?
Council.
Someone picks up the
Did
garbage.
they tell you any particular truck that
That's
they would use,
territory.
Gary?
Um,
Because that,
Well, I mean.
you know, you're gonna have a special can to
If they're
use the
servicing,
new
it's
truck.
most likely
Or are you talking about a
The
dumpster?
claw, he's talking about the
The
claw
claw
truck.
truck.
Oh, okay, claw truck. I'm sorry.
yeah, just something buzz through there, pick up, you know, cause like after the last hurricane, we had a lot of stuff that needed to be picked up and some other things, just general cleanup. So, so I thought I'd try to get all of the data together.
So what days are you want to do it?
I was thinking once a month, we can designate what day based on the availability, and then we would do the communication out to the community and just, you know, make it a once a month deal, just got
Yeah, 'cause it would
no
look
trash.
If you do it on Saturday, the dump closes at noon on Saturday. So you'd have to load pretty heavy, pretty fast to get it out there.
I would suggest doing it on a Wednesday on our slow days
Right.
here already.
Are you
Yeah.
suggesting that everyone just bring it to their road, or are you gonna pile it like by the park and?
What I was hoping to do is have them bring it to the road. The issue when you're trying to bring all that to the park is that's.
Right,
No,
right,
it-
right,
it-
right.
yeah.
I mean, I think it's a great idea. It would definitely help. We already also offer a pickup service out there.
Understood. And one of the reasons why we're trying to do it as one collective is, you know, a lot of people look at.
To help get it cleaned. They don't wanna pay, they don't wanna pay the fee. I understand that. I get that. And
Excuse me, with these.
But again, you know, it'd be great if we can get it for free, but if you could tell us what the price is, I'm trying to make it happen between city and county and Washington Park and make that happen.
well, I don't think we would be able to dump it for free.
No. That's
So
why.
whatever the dumping fee, I mean, that would be
Yes.
at least that for sure.
Yeah.
So who would be in charge of collecting
The money.
to reimburse the city?
Well, the Washington Park Committee and what I'm doing is working with the county. Saying, hey, look, I want to do this. Can you allocate X amount of dollars
Mhm.
so that because I think he told us the typical fee is about $50 a ton or something like that. And we usually do
I
about
want to
3
say,
tons.
I want to say it's like $64 a ton,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
So-
in that ballpark.
Mhm.
And so we'll handle that. And if we have to handle equipment and labor, you just tell us what the number is and we'll just,
So y'all are willing to pay for
yes.
it? Okay.
But
That's what
the thing is, if we could do it as one big, it ain't gonna kill us by doing individual.
Mhm.
Mr. Tibbs can come up with something for that.
Mhm.
It'd be
Yeah.
great if it's free, but I understand. You gotta take people.
Yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't do it like that, but,
Mhm.
but if you can get the county
But
to
it-
contribute, then
Right.
that's all the better.
Like I got a meeting tomorrow at 9 o'clock with Mr. Carlson. I'm gonna say, hey, I just need a ballparkish, because if we figure 4 hours, you know, 4 hours each
Mhm.
time, and then you can give us an idea, then I can say, hey,
So what will he be paying for?
The operator, Jerry's
The
hourly
truck
rate,
driver?
yeah,
Okay.
and the rate of the truck per hour,
right,
and then the dumping fee.
Yeah.
And I would be okay with that. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
you know, nothing,
It just
so
make-
that would be the hourly rate for him, the truck, and the dumping fee.
Use both trucks.
However, I mean, if there's a bunch and we, you know, then we can go back. I'm fine with that too. Mr. Tibbs can put the numbers together.
We got two trucks.
You're basically renting the trucks to the county for 4 hours. on
Right.
this schedule. That's what you're doing.
You don't necessarily have to do 4 hours. It can be until we get whatever's picked up.
yeah, I'm just kind of threw a number out.
And-
Just to get a
excuse
number.
me for misspeaking, but one thing to do is, I think that's a great idea instead of just prolonging it, but when you get ready to this plan, if you put your tires separate from everything else, and just
Mhm.
get a control, pick the tires up and pay for them. And that's a big cleanup right there. And that's a big cleanup on the police part also, and we're not paying for it.
Right.
Excuse me.
Yeah, and for the like limbs and stuff, I was actually looking at getting with the county for their chipper, because we chip it up, throw it back over in on an empty lot or something, and just try to concentrate on the other stuff.
Right. I think it's a great idea.
Get us a number, Larry. We'll work with them.
All right, thank you.
Mhm. Thank you, Mr. Gary.
Anyone else? Okay. Item number 10, mayor and council to give reports. Sean, you want to go off first?
I don't have anything tonight.
Okay, Alicia.
The only thing that I have that I've been wanting to bring up in front of the council is the FP&L contract that will be up in 9 months. So,
We have a workshop. I mean, we have a
Teams meeting.
a meeting, sorry, I couldn't get to work on Friday.
To start the initial discussion.
with,
Ed
Our
Whistler.
engineer, with our electrical engineer.
okay, Friday at what time?
10, yeah, 10 o'clock.
Here,
Well, it's a Teams meeting, so you could just jump on
is it Zoom?
the
or
link.
whatever?
Yep.
Okay. Can someone send me that link, please?
I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So we're.
Does everyone want it?
Yes.
Okay,
It's with, Mr. Wisner, the.
Right.
electrical engineer to start.
and then start
Start the preliminary discussion.
Okay.
on
It's not a noticed meeting. I mean, I'll be, but I would caution you that it's not a noticed meeting. So it's more of an internal,
right.
right?
Understand. Okay, I'm just making sure because I know that's gonna jump up on us, so.
At the marina, small watercraft. I know he can't be paying any money on it. He's taking up a room that could be used by someone else.
Well, as
Clay, you understand? Have you been by there?
Yeah, you talking about the
far as I know, there wasn't anybody in there that wasn't supposed.
Well, they need to call City Hall so the girls know. And then we're gonna have to put a notice on the boat or get it towed.
that,
knows he's not
no,
allowed to be in
Alicia,
there.
you're
He
right,
knows he's not.
but at the same time, he's been told before.
Then tow his
And he's
boat
been,
and make him pay
and
to
I
get it
can't
out.
go his boat.
Why?
Check. That's not illegal. I don't want to cop that to me.
No, we could notice them on a trespass.
Okay.
so,
the only way to do it,
Mhm.
trespassing.
Mhm.
Keep your mouth out of the other rent too then.
If you give me send me the information tomorrow, I'll do a notice.
Yeah, but he should not be parked in the.
but he parks his boat under the marina and he'll park it down there at the boat ramp too. Yeah, and you pull in there, try to unload. I see your problem. I mean, rightfully,
They're paying $75.
Enforcement, just like anybody else, has the right to send, and we're not litigating a case and so ultimately perhaps be in court. So implement that procedure, I think.
That's all I have.
yeah, I apologize. I'm good for tonight too. So, that's what Mr. Mooney said. So I'm good. Anybody got anything for us? Item number, make motion by Sean, seconded by Alicia. All in favor? We're adjourned.